Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I've got struggles all over the place. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Kevin, and this is Coffee with Kevin. This is my coffee. This is my coffee, and I am Kevin. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, indeedy. I am on my phone today, so the picture's going to look a little weird. I can go this way. I just want to make sure that I am broadcasting okay. And I'm going to turn the picture back sideways again. Yes. Today, I'm coming from a different place. Coming from a different place. I'm trying to get some things out of my screen here, so I apologize for anything. I am not at my usual place in Florida. I am in New England. I'm in New Hampshire right now. And it is beautiful. I decided to do it outside and just enjoy. Just enjoy. Today we're talking about struggles. Today we're talking about challenges and difficulties. And in the midst of challenges, in the midst of struggles, you can find inner strength to move forward and to move towards a brighter future. I know I might not have gotten that quote exactly right because it's tiny, tiny print on my phone right now, but the gist of it is there. I want to tell you, I had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I was at a conference for hypnosis, and it was an incredible, incredible time. I'm going to put the chat on here in case somebody wants to chat with me. And I did 7 courses, I think. I did 6 over the weekend, and then one on Monday, yesterday, a full day on yesterday. And it was empowering, but it was also tiring, exhausting. Being at the conference and attending other classes, giving mine, getting ready for mine. And I had just come off a 3-day travel from Florida up to New England. And so I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm sore. There's all sorts of things. I'm having a hard time to move. I'm in a house with lots and lots of stairs. And this morning, I couldn't get my laptop up and running. My phone, what I'm using right now, didn't get charged last night. So I got struggles. Now, I got the small struggles. I'm tired. I don't want to get things done that I need to get done. They're the small struggles. Lots of people are going through much bigger struggles. And sometimes we got to look at that. Sometimes we got to look at the fact that some people are going through huge struggles. Some people are going through enormous struggles. They're dealing with life threatening health issues. They're dealing with losses that are incredible. And we look at our stuff that we're dealing with, and it's usually a lot smaller. But even if you're dealing with some large struggles, you know, you probably dealt with something similar in the past and you got through it. And you got through it. We have the inner strength. We have the inner strength. One of the precepts, and we call them presuppositions in neuro linguistic programming, NLP, is that we all have the resources we need. We have all the resources we need. And those are found inside of us. Sometimes we have no idea those resources are there, but we just have to trust and we just have to look inside and find those resources. Now, I did have a lot of good things happen this weekend um, to overcome the exhaustion. One of the nights that my friends wanted me out there. They wanted to hang out and talk, and it had to be at like right, right after dinner, 6 o'clock, and I said I can't make it anymore. I went up to bed and went up to the hotel room at that time and turned on the TV, and I fell asleep probably within 10 minutes. I woke up the next morning. I was feeling great the next morning. But you get these little physical things. You get exhaustion. You get aches and pains and everything else, and they get in the way. And sometimes they get in the way in a big way because they're bothering you every moment, even though they're small, even though they're not a gigantic problem. Sometimes small problems bother you every moment. What you got to do is you got to look forward. You got to look forward. Like I said, I had a lot of exciting things happen to me. I've got a lot of people to connect back up with. I've got a big meeting some people I haven't seen in person, but I've known for a couple of years. Got that coming up on Friday, and I got my sister's wedding on Sunday, and then I have the travel back, and I'm looking forward. Believe it or not, I'm looking forward to travel back. We drove up here, and we have to drive back, and you can look at something and you can look at it and say, "Oh, this is going to be miserable," or you can look at it and say, "It's going to be exciting. I'm going to get a chance to do this, this, or this. I'm going to get a chance to listen to this." I'm actually going to get a chance to listen to some books on the way down, on the way back. And I love that because it actually makes the time pass. And my wife and I, Brenda and I, are going to be able to have some one-on-one time on the way up. We had my grandson there, so there's no one-on-one time there to talk and speak about serious stuff. So we have that time as well. And while I'm up here, I have the time to see all of my kids. Saw my daughter last night. It was a treasure. It was a true treasure. Saw my son James on Sunday, and it was just so good because I hadn't seen him in several months, and it's just wonderful. And then I saw my other son, my oldest son, when we arrived with his 6 month old and the 9 year old or the 10 year old that we had brought up. So we got to visit all of them. You see, I was talking about my aches and pains earlier. I was talking about my struggles. And then I went to, and I already knew that, but I didn't highlight them. Now I'm highlighting them. I went to all the good that has happened in it, that is still continuing to happen. And all those struggles kind of just shrunk. They kind of shrunk in my mind. And sometimes that's all we have to do. Sometimes that's all we have to do is let those problems shrink. It doesn't mean we don't deal with them. It doesn't mean, but we let the importance of those problems shrink so they don't get in the way of our every waking moment. And sometimes that's all we have to do. Hey, good morning. Good morning. There's my sweetheart, the one I'll be traveling back to Florida with in a few days. So, yes, those struggles, those problems can come up and hit you in the face, and they can be there in every moment of what you're doing. But then you can focus on those good things. Speaking of good things, I don't know if you can hear this, but we have some crows. But I am outside. I've got sunshine on my face. It is a beautiful, beautiful outdoor setting. I should do this a little bit more often. However, in Florida, it's a little warm to do this. You can see how beautiful it is. I'm smelling the fresh air. It's gorgeous. It lights me up. So you can find something that lights you up and help you get into that more positive mood. Think of the more positive things in your life that have gone on and that are going on. We all have the positive things. And then the other things, the struggles, they diminish. They get smaller and smaller and smaller. I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say this because this is absolutely true. And you have to find a way. You have to find a way to do this. You want to fill your mind more with positive things than the negative things. More with the negative things are going to be there, but you find the positive things, not to replace them, kind of just push them to the side and diminish them. Is that what it's doing? When you have more positive things in your mind, in your head, than the negative things, then more positive things will happen to you and for you. You will feel and experience more positive things than negative things. However, if you let the negativity fill your mind, if you let the worry and the catastrophizing and the worst case scenarios fill your mind, guess what? You're going to experience some of that. You're going to experience more of that. You're increasing the odds of bringing that to you. I don't know about you, but I'd rather do whatever I need to do to increase the odds of bringing more positive experiences, more positive things, feelings, events into my life than the negative ones. So sometimes you really got to force yourself. Okay, what is it I'm grateful for? And by the way, when you think of the positive experiences and all those things I listed earlier about all the good things that happened to me during the weekend and all the good things that happened with my seeing my children and there's good things to come, I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for the things that happen, and I'm grateful for the fact that there will be positive things happening. Sometimes you can have a preemptive great gratitude. You can say, okay, I know this is going to be cool. This is going to be great. And it's coming. Thank you very much. Have that gratitude because you know it's coming, even if it hasn't come yet. And I actually simply also have the gratitude because I know in everything that happens, there's always something positive. It's been that way in my life. And it's probably been that way in your life too. You just haven't seen it. When you can fill your mind with more positive than negative, you start to see things that were there. You start to see things that are there for you. Right. This has been Coffee with Kevin, and this is my coffee. And today I've got a coffee that says a house is not a home without paw prints. Guess what? There's a dog here. There's always been a dog here. My sister is a dog lover, and I am too. But I have two cats at home, so I'm also a passionate cat lover. So the paw prints applies to that as well. I want to thank you for being out there. I've run into people this weekend that I actually have barely know or don't know, and they say, I saw you online in this coffee thing. I've run into people that says, hey, I smell coffee. Is this coffee with Kevin going to happen? I run into a lot of people I've not talked to before that know this. If you're one of them, if you're listening to this, whether it's live or whether it's after the fact, please comment. Please connect with me on LinkedIn or Facebook or even YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Let me know. Let me know you're there. All right. I wish for you the best. I wish for you a fantastic day and an incredible week. But I don't have to wish it for you because you have control. You're in charge. You make it a fantastic day. You make it an incredible week. Remember, it's your choice, and you can choose to feel the way you want to feel at any moment. Don't let others choose it for you. All right. Fantastic. Until next week. Bye bye.